in case you missed it during G-Bag, Paige Bueckers is going to be the newest Dallas Wing.
Let's go.
We all excited about that?
Yes,
huh?
sir.
Little PB? Little PB in the house? Let's go.
Okay, so
Paige, holler at your boys. Let's get her on the show.
That's probably the most talented player in the DFW now. That's a basketball player.
Well, don't forget about Enrique.
Enrique's very nice.
Are we talking about females?
We're talking about people who play basketball in the state of Texas.
I mean,
what?
There's
We
plenty,
want to do this debate.
there's plenty of people in the, I mean, you think she's going to beat Clay one-on-one?
Yeah. Give me Paige.
You think Paige is going to beat Clay one-on-one?
Paige.
Is this really how we're going to start the show off? Is debating WNBA versus NBA players? Like that's the hill we're climbing on right away.
We'll keep it within the family, and I'm not just saying this because she just got drafted to the Dallas Wings, and I need a superstar to cling on to. She is better than everybody in the W right now, and she's better than Caitlin Clark.
She's not better than Caitlin Clark.
She is.
No, she's not.
I got to see a year first.
Is better than Caitlin Clark. I'll do you one more. Clark. There's another player that's in college.
She's not even better than Aja.
There's another player,
Asia?
in college that's better than Caitlin Clark.
Who? Juju?
Mm-hmm.
It's
what?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Both of them are better than Caitlin Clark.
Based off of what?
Caitlin Clark.
Based off of what?
Caitlin Clark is more entertaining to watch and has a deep range, can shoot from anywhere in the parking lot. But if we watch anything from her last year in college and her first year with the Fever, she struggles a little bit with ball control, especially when she drives to the paint, a little bit of limited moves. So if you're just saying who can probably just score the most, who can shoot the furthest, give me Caitlin Clark all day. Who's going to put
she was only the second woman in WNBA history to average over 10 points and 5 assists in a rookie year.
Okay,
there's only 2 of them that done that.
No one is saying Caitlin Clark is not good. I'm just talking about right now.
Well, I mean, the idea that you're going to tell me that 2 women that have never even been in the WNBA yet are going to be better than Caitlin Clark.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, it's crazy.
I don't want to make this a Caitlin Clark bashing because it's not. She probably would beat me in basketball. She's very good.
No, she probably would.
Yeah.
She would beat you.
Her game is not as polished as people make it out to be. And I'm saying I think Paige has a more well-rounded.
Right. She's only doing things that only one of the women in the history of the WNBA has ever done.
We're just naming stats. We know we're better than that. Just naming a stat. And I'm talking about her actual.
I mean, if it was that big of a stat, more women had done it.
Okay, I'm saying.
We're talking about 2 women in the history of the league.
And Paige hasn't been in there yet, so she's going to show you right now.
Okay,
what it
I
means.
hope she does. But to suggest that Paige Bueckers is better than Caitlin Clark right now is crazy to me.
It's not crazy.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Caitlin's got 1 year more experience on her. It's not like she's a 10-year vet. Caitlin just played her rookie year.
I'm just still saying, I mean, we've never seen anything like Caitlin Clark before.
Oh, God, don't do that. Don't do that. We haven't seen anything like Caitlin Clark.
Women's okay, name me one of the women that plays like Caitlin Clark does. Name me one other woman, Mr. Name me a women's basketball analyst.
That's messed up. All I'm saying is I've watched all 3 of those women that I just spoke about play.
How much have you watched each one?
What do you want me to start naming random hours and certain
I'm just
games?
saying, how much have you watched each one to come away and say, yes, those 2 are better than Caitlin Clark?
Enough to make this claim.
Okay,
in the opening segment.
Okay, all right.
I'm not just making this off to be, shock jock and just throw an opinion out there. Caitlin Clark, not taking anything away from her.
But you kind of are.
I just think a lot of people look at her 3-point shooting, look at the highlight plays, and don't actually watch her. When she drives to the rack, especially when she's at the key, a lot of times she gets frazzled. That's Steph Curry does a similar thing. And Steph Curry, they have a similar kind of mindset of, now obviously Steph Curry is one of the all-time greats and is very good at that, but when he gets into the paint, he can sometimes get overwhelmed by bigger players, tries to throw the flashy pass, and he has a lot of turnovers. We don't really care because it's NBA and you score 30 points. But Caitlin Clark has a little bit of that in her as well. And to be compared to Steph Curry is obviously a W. She's very good. She's one of
What do you think the better league is, the Pac-12 or the Big Ten or the WNBA?
What do you mean?
No, what's a better league?
What's a better league?
Yeah.
Give me...
Oh, we think the Big Ten's better than the WNBA?
Can I answer?
I mean, you're taking a while to think about it. I mean, you're thinking about it. So that tells me all I need to know.
Kevin, you hit a survey bias. I mean, he's bullying me into an answer.
Well, what's the answer?
Why are we switching to conferences? I am just saying their styles of play are different, and that is okay. Yes. I am more of a fan of the well-roundedness of Paige.
Again, tell me what the better league is.
But tell me what?
Between the Big East
and
the Pac-12/Big Ten and the WNBA.
I'm confused on what you're asking.
Because you're basing this off of them playing in college.
Of course. Yes,
okay, versus what we've seen out of Caitlin Clark, whose game got better as the year went on in the WNBA.
I just think
I think it's a little bit short-sighted to suggest that because we've seen them in college to suddenly say, oh, they're better than Caitlin Clark after what we saw her do, which, by the way, had not been done in the WNBA. But suddenly...
Because Paige has already shown stuff in college that Caitlin still hasn't done, even in the WNBA. So I'm saying if she...
Like what?
I just explained it to you. When she is able to drive into the paint, when there are people surrounding her, she can still make a smart decision, land on her pivot foot, make the extra pass, shoot a better shot. Caitlin is a little out of control for my liking. She scores a lot of points.
Can you name one other player on those Iowa teams besides Caitlin Clark?
Okay.
No, I'm just saying. No, because look, the idea that
you're switching the point. Caitlin Clark was the best player in college basketball.
She's been the best player on both teams. Paige Bueckers. I mean, look at what Paige Bueckers has been on.
Okay.
UConn's a factor. I mean, because you don't have to just worry about Paige Buckets.
Is amazing. I'm not making this about Caitlin. I'm literally just saying her game is not as polished as Paige. I'm not talking about the team success. I'm not talking about how many stats Caitlin got as her rookie year on the Fever. I am just saying when you watch their individual game, they play differently. Most people don't watch their individual game and just look at their stats.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
I don't agree that their games aren't different.
Most people are just looking at their stats and go, well, Blake, she shot this from 3. And I bet she did. She's very good at basketball. Yeah. She's, like I said, better than all three of us sitting here talking about her right now. But I just like Paige's more well-rounded, under-control game than I do Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark might beat her on a one-on-one. Caitlin Clark might shoot more threes and make more threes than we've ever seen in WNBA history. That's not my point.
Okay.
Just saying, as a championship-winning player, I'd rather have Paige. And the Dallas Wings got her, so I got my wish. I'm happy. If we're just selling tickets, give me Caitlin. If we're who's the most entertaining, give me Caitlin. Maybe who has the higher ceiling, give me Caitlin. But I'm just saying right now, more well-rounded, balanced game. Give me Paige.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
It's like Trae Young versus SGA. I think very similar. Paige gives me more of that SGA vibe, under control, can attack the double team, going to get the right people involved, plays good defense, where Caitlin is Trae Young. She's going to turn the ball over, but she's also going to have 5 assists that you didn't see all night and hit 6 threes. But she's going to have a couple turnovers. She's not going to play that well on defense. I'm not bashing Caitlin. They just have different play styles. I think Paige is more balanced, and that's my rest of my case.
All right. Well,
you didn't think you were going to get WNBA talk to start the show, did you?
I did not know we were going to dive into a WNBA discussion right off the jump. Look, this much I can tell you. It tells you.
I'm gonna look up the ticket prices for that game. We might need to go.
Oh no, we're going. No, we're going. Now, and here's the thing. All right, is if you're, look, and if you're the WNBA, I hope you're not as catty about how you promote Paige Bueckers as you were because I think part of the issue is that Paige does Paige have her Angel Reese to kind of bounce things off of. I don't know if we have that yet. Look, all I know is this from a Paige Bucket standpoint, all right? I don't disagree with you in the sense that she was allowed to do a little bit more and have a little bit more freelancing to her game at UConn, given it's UConn. Right, I mean it's a different world at UConn versus the University of Iowa.
But wouldn't you say that Caitlin Clark had all the freelance? It's Iowa, so who's going to tell her no? Versus UConn, a little more strict.
But here's what I'm saying, right? Is that at UConn, all right, Paige can score 19 in the championship game, and you still got 2 other gals on the team that are going to drop 20 plus points and you can still win.
No disagreement
versus
there.
Whereas with I think what we saw with Caitlin Clark's
she puts the team on her back every game.
If you ain't dropping 30, you're
probably
in trouble.
35.
Probably 35.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
And I thought that what impressed me the most about Caitlin Clark, especially from the first of all, and I think this is the one thing we don't appreciate about the WNBA enough, is that look, there is a definite difference in the physicality and the speed. Yes, I understand when we look at it from the men's purview, I get it. It's not as physical, fast, and strong as the men, nor should it be. All right, but when you look at the difference, and I watched more WNBA games last year than I've ever watched in my entire life last year. All right, because of the Caitlin Clark effect, and just because I'm curious about. All right, let's see what this product looks like on a day-to-day basis.
Someone called me David.
Well, that may be your new WNBA name.
When I start talking to W.
Whenever WA gets mentioned,
I think the thing that
David Elliott chimes in.
The thing that interests me the most is how she's going to play with Arike.
Yep. Arike's nice with the Dallas Wings.
Well,
Neither of them can be ball dominant, so I'm interested to see how that's going to look.
Kevin's a W fan. He's got some W gear, so we're gonna have to go a game us three to the dub.
I will go watch.
So okay, I got you right
we
here.
need to get Paige on the show, but let's get Paige on the show now, though, before it becomes cool and the thing.
I think
to
it's already
do.
going to be cool to have her on the show. She just got drafted #1 overall. I think we're a little late on that party.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, but we can do it now. I mean,
Hey,
we can
Paige, I know we're probably the only person at DFW.
Well, who does though?
What if we got the Wings head coach? Start, and then we build up. Stop
them both on.
Okay, Friday, June 27th.
Let's bring them both
The
on.
Indiana Fever travel to the American Airlines Center to play the Dallas Wings. You might be asking yourself, Blake, how much is the ticket? I want to go with you and Fred and Kevin.
$25.
That's disrespectful. The cheapest ticket to get in, I want to make sure I'm sorting this correctly. I'm going to go back one more time.
$250.
$79.
Never mind.
That's got you in section 330. You're touching Dirk up there at the top. So if you want to sit in a lower bowl, it's anywhere from, it looks like the cheapest is around $365 and the average is around $500 for lower bowl. And if you want to be courtside for that game, you're looking at $1,500 plus.
Okay. A little 1,500 bones for a little WNBA Fever versus Wings action. Yeah. All right. I'm here for it.
So should we go?
That's June 27th?
Friday, June 27th, Caitlin Clark versus Paige.